Deep in the canals of Xochimilco, near Mexico City, lies an island that looks like it came straight from a nightmare. Hundreds of dolls hanging from trees, scattered on the ground, missing eyes and limbs, covered in moss and decay. This is Isla de las MUñECAS, the island of the dolls. For 50 years, a hermit named Julián Santana Barrera collected these dolls from the trash. Believing they were possessed by spirits, he hung them on every tree to protect himself from a curse. But in 2001, he was found dead, drowned in the exact same spot where a little girl had died decades before. His body was discovered just steps from the dolls he loved. This is the disturbing true story of the island of the dolls. The story begins in the 1950s. Julián Santana Barrera was a young man living near the canals of Xochimilco. One day, he witnessed something horrific. A little girl fell into the canal and drowned right before his eyes. He couldn't save her. Her body was never recovered. Days later, Julián found a doll floating in the water near where the girl died. He believed it belonged to her. Haunted by guilt, he hung the doll on a tree as an offering to her spirit. But that was just the beginning. Soon after, Julián began finding more dolls washed up by the canal, thrown away in the trash, abandoned in the streets. He became obsessed. He believed each doll carried a piece of the girl's soul, or perhaps something far darker. He left his old life behind, becoming a hermit on a small island in the canal. And for the next 50 years, he did nothing but collect dolls. Over 5 decades, Julián transformed the island into a grotesque museum of broken dolls. He scavenged through garbage dumps, begged from neighbors, and traded food for discarded toys. The dolls hung from every tree branch, some by their necks, others by their arms. Many were missing eyes, limbs, or entire heads. Rain and sun bleached their plastic faces. Moss grew in their hollow eye sockets. Spiders spun webs through their hair. Julián claimed the dolls came alive at night. He said they whispered to him, moved on their own, and protected him from evil spirits. He would talk to them, feed them, and even scold them when they misbehaved. Visitors to the island reported feeling watched. Some claimed the dolls' eyes followed them as they walked by. Others heard giggling and footsteps when no one else was there. By the 1990s, the island held over 1,000 dolls. It had become a local legend, a place tourists visited out of curiosity, but locals avoided after dark. Julián's mental state deteriorated as the years passed. He rarely spoke to visitors, and when he did, his words were disturbing. He claimed the dolls were possessed by the spirits of dead children. He believed they protected him from drowning, the same fate that took the little girl. "They keep me safe," he would say. "As long as I hang them, they won't let me die in the water." But Julián also spoke of darker forces. He said some dolls were evil, that they fought with each other at night. He would find them in different positions in the morning, even though he never moved them. Some dolls would fall from the trees, and he believed this was a bad omen. Neighbors thought he was crazy, but they also feared the island. They said Julián had made a pact with the dolls that he gave them his life force, in exchange for protection. In 2001, Julián was found dead. He had drowned in the canal, just meters from his island. The spot was eerily similar to where the little girl had died 50 years earlier. Some say the dolls finally claimed him. Others believe he fulfilled his promise to the girl's spirit. After Julián's death, his family inherited the island. They turned it into a tourist attraction, charging visitors a small fee to see the dolls. Today, it's one of the most famous and disturbing destinations in Mexico. But the curse didn't end with Julián. Tour guides report strange phenomena. Cameras malfunction on the island. Visitors feel sudden nausea and dizziness. Some claim to hear children crying or see dolls moving when they look away. In 2015, a tourist boat capsized near the island. Everyone survived, but several passengers claimed they saw dolls floating in the water, reaching for them. Julián's cousin, who now maintains the island, says the dolls still come alive at night. He hears them talking, moving, fighting. He's added hundreds more dolls to the collection, but he refuses to stay on the island after sunset. the most chilling detail. Julian's own doll weathered, broken, hanging from a tree near where his body was found. Some say it still watches over the island, waiting for the next victim. The Island of the Dolls remains one of Mexico's strangest attractions. Over 1,000 decaying toys hang from trees, their glassy eyes staring at visitors, their broken bodies swaying in the wind. Was Julián Santana Barrera a madman obsessed with dead children? Or was he a guardian, protecting the world from something far worse? Did the dolls save him for 50 years, only to finally claim his life? Or did he simply succumb to the same fate that took the little girl he could never save? One thing is certain, those dolls are still there, still watching, still waiting. If you visit Xochimilco, you can take a boat to the island. You can walk among the dolls, touch their plastic faces, look into their empty eyes. But remember Julian's warning: never stay after dark, because when the sun sets, the dolls wake up. Would you visit the Island of the Dolls? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more dark history documentaries, subscribe and hit the bell. Some toys are meant to be broken. These ones were meant to kill.